Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news, folks. It's our job to give you some interesting topics in the world of sports, entertainment, and odd news. If I can talk, and it's just falling right out of my mouth here to start off the gate.
It happens.
Yeah, it does.
happens.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
This is the show where we go over some topics in sports, entertainment, and odd news in an hour-long or so podcast. Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news. Mikey, how you doing? I'm a little parched. I'm gonna get some water.
Get a sip of water. I'm doing great. This past weekend there was I don't know what to call it, an Italian feast festival in Norristown.
You're in my neck of the woods.
Yeah, I have never heard about this thing happening, but apparently it's really big. They have it like multiple days. They have it I think they have it like 2 different weekends or something like that. I had no idea. And some friends invited me to check it out. So I was like, sure, why not? I'll stop by and get a roast pork sandwich and, basically, stop by for lunch and have some food. It was fun. They had, all the classic foods you would want to at an Italian street festival. They had
sausages.
They did. They did. They had hot.
Sausages.
They had both hot and sweet sausage and peppers. They had meatball subs. They had veal scallopini. They had roast pork sandwiches. They had stuff for the kids too, like French fries and chicken tenders. But I don't want that stuff. I want the good stuff.
You want the adult stuff.
They had what they called fried dough, which I kind of compared to, my family does a dish called zipoli, which is like fried rings of bread dough. And we usually do it savory style, but they did theirs sweet with a little bit of granulated or powdered sugar on top. And
Yep.
Oh man, it was so good. So freaking good. So that's what I was just eating Italian food.
All right, there you go. That's a good way to spend a weekend.
Yeah, and and whatever time I wasn't doing that, I was trying to play a little bit of Alan Wake too. Which is still absolutely terrifying, but a lot of fun. So I'm slowly chipping away at that. But that's what I've been up to.
There you go.
What have you been doing?
Yeah, I'm playing Alan Wake 1.
Oh, the first, okay.
Because I realized
I didn't even try. I skipped that one.
I forgot that I had saved it from a PlayStation Plus.
Oh yeah,
bonus or something.
There's so many free games that I have that I completely that one just forgot about.
So yeah, I'm trying to get back into Remedy's story. They're Remedy shared universe now.
Yeah.
Because they're going to tie Control into it.
Well, Alan Wake was tied into Control.
Yeah.
But not that I remember.
But they're going to make it like official, like it's all one big Remedy universe.
Yeah. There's definitely some hooks in Alan Wake too.
Ooh.
So I'm excited for you to try it so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm like, I just want Control 2.
Yeah.
That
Which
really,
is
this is just a
right
holdover to that for me.
Yeah. So there you go. Check out the Remedy games because they're a lot of fun. Yeah, it's I'm getting excited. I'm starting to get the jitters because I'm starting to see flashes of football news.
Oh yeah.
I saw preseason action that happened.
Not a topic per se, but the preseason action. What do you think of the kickoff?
I like the kickoff.
You like it because you were kind of doubting it.
I generally don't like change. But
True words have never been spoken here.
but I like it. Yeah.
There was a weird safety.
Yeah.
What do you think of that? I said there was going to be some weird strategy, and that could be
no. But
it wasn't strategy, but
wasn't the guy an idiot though?
He wasn't. He took it back into the end zone, which you can't do.
But even if it was
regular,
the
rules,
regular kickoff,
it would be a safety.
Yeah. Because the ball landed at the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
That's a live ball.
Right, and he took it and he went back into the end zone.
Yeah, that still would have been a safety even if it wasn't the new kickoff.
That's true. They were confused about whether or not, just like how, because the touchback rules are different now for some reason. But I think there's still room for strategy there.
I think everyone is getting thrown off with the landing zone.
Yeah.
Like the way I kind of am now looking at it is that the kicker has a job.
Right.
The kicker has to try and get it in the landing zone between the goal line and the 20-yard line.
Right.
And if that doesn't happen, then certain things happen.
Yes.
I do it like a flow chart kind of a thing.
Yeah.
You know?
And I've always said I think what we're going to see is a lot more squib kicks.
But it has to. But you got to get
it has to be in the landing zone. Yeah. I imagine
it's gonna be tough to try and control squib kick to get it in the landing zone.
Or maybe just really, really high arcing kick that lands in the landing zone. I mean, or maybe like directional kicks. I just think there's more strategy there than people are giving it credit for. I think it'll be interesting to see how the coaches who want to engage with it.
You mean not
Mike Tomlin?
Not Mike Tomlin. Yeah,
he's the one who's throwing shade.
He is
I
the
know
one. Yeah, he is the one that is. Yeah, probably. I don't see him being a big special teams guy.
No, God's no. He's barely a big football guy. He's this generation's Jeff Fisher. Come at me.
Oh well, I mean, I don't
know
know.
It's true.
He's got 2 big name quarterbacks.
Yeah.
He thinks he can just smush them together into one. No, you don't think it can
If
work?
you take the best parts of each one and put them together, you can like Ultron your way into
right? Isn't that how quarterbacking works?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, the whole point is I'm getting excited.
Yes.
I'm seeing the flashes, you know.
It's the best time of year.
So
Football season.
I'm getting excited.
I'm
ready for I really want football to start. Like I want like to start like
this is how
getting
I
into
feel like 8 months of the year when football's not happening.
See, I don't know how you can keep this up 8 months.
No, I just wait until it comes back.
Okay.
My whole life is just waiting for football.
All right. Well, let's. Here we go. There we go. I felt like. Did you cut out there for a little bit?
I think I did cut out there. I don't know what's going on. This
There you
mic is.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
You right before we started recording, you were like, "I'm going to push a button." I'm like, "What button did you just push?"
That was my computer, not
Okay.
the mic. But
All right.
I did readjust my wire, so I
Okay.
don't know if
All
I.
right. Don't cut out on me.
Unlike Alan Grant in Jurassic Park, where I touched the technology. Remember when the podcast used to like it used to like create feedback when I got close to the mic?
Yeah. So
I don't know.
don't.
There's
Yeah.
something wrong with my head.
Yeah. Don't push any more buttons.
No more button pushing.
No. But I do need you to talk because we are going to get into some topics. So let's launch right into them. I'm ready for football. You're ready for football.
Let's do it.
Let's launch into sports with the Sports Sampler.
So you're not good at sports. It's a very small part of life.
Sports.
In your face. That's right. Sports coming at you in your face.
I'm just excited.
Oh,
I'm
good.
just pounding
I
my
thought you
fist.
saw something that like you're like.
I'm trying. There's just a giant bug that I'm beating the crap out of. No, I'm just excited for to talk about football. But before we get to football,
Oh yeah.
we got
Yeah, you're also a big Olympic guy.
big Olympic person, and the Olympics just wrapped up. So I wanted to give everyone the final Olympic medal count. The U.S. and China tied for first place in golds with 40 apiece. But if you want to look at total medals, which the U.S. usually does because it makes us look fantastic, we absolutely crushed everybody else on total medals. We were number 1 with 126 total medals. China was 2 at 91, and Japan was 3rd with 45.
Yeah, there you go. Take that. We're
We're the
the
best.
best in total medals.
Oh, I thought you had a clip there. All right.
This
So
cannot be made good.
I don't know.
it looked like you were going to play a clip, so I
Yeah.
dutifully waited. And then
Sorry.
No, it's all right.
I was getting ready for the next one.
Oh, yeah. So we're a mess.
Yes.
So yeah, the U.S. led in total medals with 126, but there's one bronze medal that has been getting all of the headlines in the final days of the Olympics, and that is U.S. gymnast Jordan Chiles is being asked to return her bronze medal after a court of arbitration for sport ruling.
Oh, now you fucked up. You have fucked up now.
That's what I was waiting on. I was
Okay.
queuing that up.
Well, it is serious
So
stuff because
tell me
I
how
didn't-
it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Whoops.
Now
Oh.
I dropped the.
The podcast is R-rated now. Jesus fucking Christ, Rich.
Oh, now you fucked up. You have fucked up now.
Whoops. Sorry.
500 episodes. I watch my mouth. No, I haven't. So let's talk about the court of arbitration for sport.
I don't really know this story. You're going to have to fill me in on
This
this.
sounds made up, half the things in this, but this is all exactly what happened. So during the gymnastics, one of the final gymnastics events, Jordan Chiles placed 5th. Now, the way that scores work, there's usually only like 0.1 separation between athletes that is deciding 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So her coach made a score inquiry, which you can do within 60 seconds of a routine finishing, to ask the judges to basically review the routine, make sure that they calculated all the different elements correctly. Like they're supposed to do so many flips and so many flourishes and whatever. And
So it's like a challenge flag.
it's like a challenge flag, right? And basically the coach is saying, you missed this move that she did, and her difficulty value for her routine should have been slightly higher. And so the judges reviewed and they said, you know what, you're absolutely right. We missed this move that she did. They gave her 0.1 point.
Which is that enough to put her higher
That put
up?
her from 5th to 3rd.
Oh.
Displacing 2 Romanian gymnasts.
Can they challenge?
Well, here you go, because the Romanian Gymnastics Federation and their 2 gymnasts filed a challenge to the Court of Arbitration for Sport.
But wait, they can't do it right then and there?
No, this was after the fact, and they asked them to review the incident. And the basically what happened is that the Court of Arbitration for Sport found that the U.S. coach made their original score inquiry in 1 minute and 4 seconds.
Which is not 60 seconds.
Which is not, it's 4 seconds too late.
Because you done goofed.
Oh, no.
So here's what happens. All the athletes involved argued before the court that the 3 of them should share the bronze medal because it's 0.1 point separating 3 super talented individuals. And
we are going to break the bronze medal up
into 3 pieces.
Into 3 pieces.
But really,
behold.
Think about the 0.1 point difference between 3rd and 5th. And it was a judging mistake because they also found that the judges missed elements from the 2 Romanian gymnasts too. So it's this whole can of worms. But basically what happened is the court said
and
no.
I know who it's coming from because I backtraced it.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's what the court said. They backtraced it. They said, no, Jordan Chiles must give back her medal. They reorganized everything. They rescored everything back to the way it was. They're like, no, she has to give back her bronze medal.
Wait. So they went back to the original.
The original incorrect score because the U.S. coach made her inquiry 4 seconds too late.
Oh, my God. Okay.
But wait, that's not where it ends because then the U.S. gymnastics team appealed the decision. They had
consequences will never be the same.
No, it's literally that energy because they go, we have time-stamped video evidence that shows that the U.S. judge, the U.S. coach, made the inquiry with 47 seconds into the 1 minute. That she was actually beat the timer by 13 seconds. We're talking, I've never seen anybody get down to the seconds like this. But the court said, no, it's too late. You can't submit your video evidence. We're done. They denied the appeal. But then the U.S. took it one step further. They said, we're going to go to the Swiss Federal Tribunal.
What is this?
I don't know what that is. I've never heard of these sport governing bodies before in my life. I learned about them
Oh, my God.
about 2 hours ago. So they're going to go to the Swiss.
I like to think that I'm a fairly educated man.
Oh, no, this is deep stuff.
I have never heard of this. So now there's something above
the Court of Arbitration for Sport. Which
what good are they?
I have no idea, but apparently they're going to the
Why are they going to them?
Well, the Court of Arbitration for Sport is at the beck and whim of the Swiss Federal Tribunal. They're like the grandmaster of the sports world, apparently. And so then if the Swiss Federal Tribunal says you have to retry the case, then they will be forced to retry the case.
Okay.
This is all over a bronze medal.
Because you done goofed.
That was separated by 0.1 point.
So where does it stand now?
It's where it stands right now.
It's going to the Justice League.
At the time of this recording,
Batman's going to come.
The U.S. gymnastics team is basically going to the
Hall of Heroes.
Justice League of the Olympics.
We're going to the Hall of Heroes.
Yeah, they're going to the Swiss Federal Tribunal. It sounds
God.
made up. It sounds like a sci-fi, like, what's that story called? I can't remember, but it sounds something made up.
Yes, this does. This is ridiculous.
I just feel bad for the athletes involved because Jordan Chiles, her routine was miscalculated, but then also the Romanian gymnasts, they were also fantastic, and they
can we just split the bronze medal at this rate?
That's what the athletes said. Both the Romanian and the U.S. athletes were like, let's just split the bronze. Can we just split the bronze? It's 0.1 points, and we're talking 4 seconds.
So who is the one driving the force behind that someone has to be the winner? Or someone has to be the bronze winner?
It's the Court of Arbitration for Sport.
They're the ones that are saying there must be a bronze winner.
Yeah, because the athletes asked for them to split it.
Let's liquidate them.
Yeah, I don't know what this faceless, nameless group, the shadow group is. This is like who's watching the Watchmen?
Yeah.
You know, like it feels when I was reading the story, I'm like, what is this? The Swiss Federal
Shadow
Tribunal
organization.
Yeah, I've never heard of these things
Boy,
before.
it's a good thing the Colts didn't hear about this. They would have.
Oh man,
They would have kicked.
they would
up.
have gone straight to yeah. Is
They
there
would-
anything above the Swiss Federal Tribunal?
They would have had an issue with Deflategate and all that stuff. It would
Oh
have been.
man,
They would have won the Super Bowl that season if they could kick this up this far up the ladder.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, they're content with their banners in their stadium. The runner-ups,
AFC. No,
AFC
AFC finalists or something.
finalists.
Yeah.
Oh man, so cringy. So anyway, that was the finale to the Olympics. It was a fantastic Olympics, though. I'm really excited for LA 2028, where they're going to have flag football. Rich, I'm
Yep.
sure you saw the promo with Jalen
Yes.
Hurts. But speaking of football,
Wait. So.
what?
Oh wait, I was going to ask. So.
Oh, I was just going to transition to football. What, you got more at Olympics? Give it to me.
no, but how?
I broke you with the tribunal.
Yeah.
It literally
There's-
sounds like some Star Wars BS. it's like the Jedi Council, the Swiss Federal
But
Tribunal.
no, at least the Jedi Council ends at the Jedi Council. This
do-
is like
do-
if there's,
does it?
That'd be like if there's something over the Jedi Council.
Yeah, I don't know how this works because you have the judges during the games. Then you have the IOC, which is the International Olympic Committee. Then you have the Court of Arbitration for Sport, and now the Swiss Federal Tribunal. Like, where does it stop?
Yeah. Okay. This would be like if in the NFL there was like your referees, the competition committee, Roger Goodell, and then like some mysterious body that governs all the sports in America.
Yeah, it's like the Canadian sport
The
empire.
North American
the North American sport
judge.
empire. Yeah,
Yeah. And he just comes down from the mountain ranges
like,
and he hears your case.
My question is like, what does this tribunal know about anything? Like, who are they? What like are they sports people? Are they just regular court judges? Like,
Oh my God.
who
Okay.
are they?
All right, I'm going to borrow an idea from Justice League.
Okay.
This North American sport conqueror, I don't know.
Okay.
NASC,
Right.
NASC,
Okay.
or Q. Whoops. Or C. No, conqueror. C. I don't know.
What is happening?
It's going to be like the goats ever. So it's going to be a committee of Brady, Michael Jordan.
Okay. Of all the major sports.
Yes.
Okay.
And they will determine. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do.
Is that fair?
Yes, because it's going to be the Justice League of Sports,
Okay.
and they will come down once every 3 years.
What are these, like the gods of Olympus? They're
Yes.
gonna- the Olympics, yeah.
Yes.
There you
It
go.
makes sense. There's precedence. Because
Yeah, I
this is
don't know.
ridiculous.
I like when
This
I
is
started
abs-
reading the article, I'm like, what is happening? Like, I didn't realize there were this many legal levels.
That broke
to
my
sports.
brain trying to figure
I
this
know.
out.
I knew you would like it. That's why I wrote so many notes. I was like, he's going to enjoy this. The tribunal. I love the tribunal. That sounds like some dystopian sci-fi BS.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you want to make it dystopian, make them in charge of like our food supply. There you go. And then we're a step away from Hunger
Oh.
Games.
Yeah, really. Especially with, have you heard about the food at the Paris Olympics?
Yeah. Apparently it was
There's like raw chicken,
really
and,
bad.
like bad
I thought
food.
I thought the French were known for their cuisine. What
it's
the hell?
it's like Sodexo on
What
steroids.
the hell's happening over there?
It's not like real French food. It's like U.S. college cafeteria food.
Also heard that they didn't have air conditioning.
No,
Yeah, that's a big no-no.
I don't know how these cities are like, all right, we got 4 years, guys, and then completely the river's filled with poop. There's no
Yeah.
AC in the middle of August. The food is undercooked, and there's not enough of it. Like, they were just surprised, like, oh no, that's right, we're doing this thing.
Whoops.
Did you watch the?
It's
did you
that
watch,
year already?
Yeah, oh no. Did you watch the opening ceremony? It was like a disaster.
Oh my god.
Lady Gaga performed, but she was pissed because like nothing went correctly.
Well, I think I can understand why she was pissed off.
Something just came over me and I took my clothes off.
I don't think she was allowed to take her clothes off. I think
No,
she
because it
would've
was on
liked that.
primetime TV.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Get that Olympic stuff out of here. Come on.
Well, I tried to pivot to football before.
Yeah. Now I'm ready for football.
Now you're ready for
I don't want tribunals. I want
No.
some real sporting action here.
Exactly. And now that the Olympics is over, I am 110% committed to only football until February.
It's motherfucking goddamn sons of bitchin' fucking football.
Yep. There you go. Load us up.
And the best thing about football is talking about problem players. We have a few updates for some headaches in some big franchises. First up, The trade rumors around San Francisco wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk continue to swirl. Reports are now suggesting at the time of recording that the Steelers and the 49ers have a deal in place, maybe, but they need Brandon Aiyuk to waive his no-trade clause. Why has he not done that after requesting a trade?
Well, because his number one concern is he wants to get the big money. He wants to get, and obviously he wants to get like number 1 or number 2 money because the Patriots.
He's not worth 1 or 2 money.
Well, he thinks he is. The Patriots were willing to make him, I think they said top 5 or top 6 paid wide receiver in the league, and he said no.
I don't think you're going to get better. Look, you got A.J. Brown. You got Jamar Chase fighting for a contract. You got, who are some of the other guys up there?
CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb. Like, you're not going to beat out. Like, realistically, you can make your arguments. I have him at the top 10 or just outside the top 10. You cannot convince me he's inside the top 5.
Yeah, I think that's a tough stretch.
I don't think he's like some of the wide receivers in the league between Chase, CeeDee Lamb,
here's
A.J.
the
Brown.
problem.
Like, it's not.
Here's the problem with Brandon Aiyuk. He's only really a deep threat. You know, he's not really a guy. He's not a yak guy. You don't really see much yards after catch from this guy.
I don't see him taking over games the way that like A.J. Brown was taking over games.
Yeah, he is your deep threat guy, and with Brock Purdy being more of a conservative quarterback and trying to play smart, he's not taking deep shots down the field unless Brandon Ayuk's wide open, which I think is a good spot for him to be at on the 49ers when you have other weapons like Kittle and Deebo Samuel and Christian McCaffrey.
If you have a team that doesn't have a threat opposite you, he's going to struggle to eat a little bit, I think is what you're getting at.
Yeah, so I think that was part of the reason why he turned down the Patriots offer. But also, if he's looking for money, I think that's as good as you're going to get. I mean, maybe the Steelers are going to offer him better money, but I don't know. I think it's going to be hard to match that.
I mean, I know that stats don't tell the whole story, but he's never had more than 78 receptions in a year, and he's cracked 1,000 yards twice. So that's decent in a 4-year career. But I don't see him, like, the production doesn't match top 5 receiver money, just in terms of pure numbers. So
I don't know where he's expecting the money to come from, but what do you think of the Steelers coming back? They left the trade talks, then came back to the trade talks. This whole story is just so full of just stupid stuff.
I think maybe what happened is because last week we heard that, I forget who, the Steelers were out and the Patriots were making the big push.
Yeah, and also the Browns were dancing in there,
that's
too.
right. The Browns were making a push, too.
Yeah. Do you think there's a little bit of division jealousy here that maybe like, oh, we can't let the Browns get this guy?
I mean, maybe. I think the Steelers are a weird choice because I don't see them necessarily as ready to compete in a big way. I know you're like, they got the quarterbacks, but like...
No, I'm joking on that.
Okay. So, like, I don't see them ready to compete in a real way. I think what happened is they probably heard that Brandon Aiyuk was not going to waive his trade clause for the Patriots or the Browns. For whatever reason, he doesn't want to go. Well, nobody wants to go to Cleveland. And he didn't want to go to the Patriots. Maybe he wants to go to Pittsburgh, and it's just a matter of finding the right number now. Because I don't see another reason why the Steelers would leave the talks
and then come back.
And then all of a sudden become the front runner. Like, what changed there when it seemed like a sure thing that the Browns were going to get him and they were going to make a push for a deep playoff run? You know, like, so why did that fall out, you know?
Yeah. So this has just been a weird case from start to finish, and probably by the time this podcast goes out, he'll probably make a decision.
We'll probably have another update by the odd news like last week.
Yeah. This has been very frustrating because,
whenever
this tends to happen with our podcast.
Whenever it does happen, it will happen the very next day.
Yeah. Just so it makes our podcast irrelevant.
Well, another thing that's frustrating, though.
Oh, God, I love this story.
You want to talk about making sure you have the numbers right and deals in place before you make a personnel change. How about the New York Jets and defensive
Wrong. You're wrong.
They just get the wrong clip automatically.
They're just wrong. Yeah, the New York Jets and Hassan Reddick, they cannot seem to see eye to eye. So much so that Hassan Reddick has requested a trade from the team that he was just traded to. What a disaster.
Yeah.
Like, talk to me, Rich. What what? Like, can you even make any sense of this?
No.
Series of events.
No, and this is when I say maybe other people could be better front office people than the New York Football Jets.
Like literally anyone. Like on a schoolyard, you would want to make sure that you have the terms of your trade between your Pokemon cards correct before any cards leave anybody's hands.
Yeah.
And here, the GM for the Jets is like, yeah, he'll be fine. No, don't worry. He'll play. Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, right. Did they just bank on just like,
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers is going to,
Yes.
his mystique,
Because
everyone's going to want to play with him.
I saw a report that Aaron Rodgers said, we really want Hassan at training camp. They are literally they're leveraging Aaron Rodgers to try and force players to play for no freaking money. And it's like,
no, that's not what he wants.
It's so stupid. And
his number one concern was a contract. He told the Eagles that. And then the Eagles said, well, we're going to trade you.
And I read the report that the Eagles told the Jets, hey, guess what? His contract is going to be an issue. He wants a new one. The Jets were like, nah, it's fine. We got it.
Well, guess what? They don't, because he is asking for a trade out of New York.
Shoot first, ask questions later. This is what happens when you wait too long to ask the question.
Yeah. And this is a mess all over. Because I read a report that Hassan Reddick hasn't even been to the Jets facility during this whole time. So he literally is not even like a thought with the teammates, you know?
Yeah.
Like people are saying like, oh, well, can't the Jets still just sign into a contract? And it's like at this point, why would you even want him on the team?
No, like if I'm another player and I was reading some comments online that some of the other players are probably watching this, other guys who are looking for contracts, and you can imagine it's causing a lot of tension and a lot of stress and maybe a lot of sideways glances like, why is he doing what he's doing? But also, why is the team doing what they're doing?
Yeah.
It's just creating a whole bunch of unnecessary conflict and turmoil.
The Jets have not played this offseason very well. Between this and saying Aaron Rodgers had an unexcused absence when he went on his weird trip to Egypt. This front
I
office
can't even keep track of his weird trips.
This front office they don't know how to football. The New York Football Jets do not know how to football.
They haven't been relevant in decades, right?
Their last playoff win was 2010, and their last division win was 2002.
Wow. I mean, that's a little skewed because of the Patriots, but even still, that is a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. You could have had an adult child. You could have had a baby that turned into an adult by now.
Yeah.
In the same time span that the Jets have not won a division.
Yeah. And I mean, won a division, but like, I don't know, done anything of note. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Like, they've just been basically my whole life, they've been a bad franchise.
Just about, yeah. And the last time they even made a Super Bowl was their only Super Bowl appearance in '69.
Yeah.
So
literally 50 years of mediocrity.
Yeah.
At least the Eagles made it a couple times.
Right.
We lost a couple times, but we made it.
This Hassan Reddick thing just blows me. How do you trade? Yeah. How do you trade for somebody and you don't have a contract in place for him? That's like GMing 101.
It does not make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I've been reading some of the reports. The Eagles warned them that, they haven't even offered anything to him. They're saying they're not going to engage, with players in these types of talks until they've actually played snaps for the team. Like, it's such a bad, very corporate mindset to, like, these are actual people, I used to hate it when the Eagles would be just overly corporate with their players with, I think it was the same GM. I think it was Joe Douglas.
Might have been, yeah.
And Andy Reid. They're like, Trot or Hugh Douglas wanted more money. And they're like, nope, we're not going to do it. And they would walk and go somewhere else. They're not paying attention to the wants and needs of the players. And I think a primary job of a GM is making sure that players want to play there.
Yeah, that's usually a big requirement.
Like, obviously, you don't want to give them the run of the organization, but clearly you already did that for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, you're fine.
So, like, I'm seeing a lot of...
Everything is messed up.
I'm seeing a lot of hypocrisy. I'm seeing a lot of just, like, bad policy. It just, from top to bottom, it's just ugly and stupid, and I hope, beyond hope, I don't know why everybody thinks they're going to be good. I don't... Like, yes, their defense is good. Aaron Rodgers is a quarterback, I guess. Still,
he is a quarterback.
I don't believe that they're going to be that good. I'll be eating these words in like 3 months, but I don't believe that they're going to be good.
Well, Jets are going to jet. Yeah, I think you can count on them to do another 7-10 season.
Probably.
Yeah.
We're so frustrated at them. What if
Yeah.
the Eagles trade back for Hassan Reddick?
Well, you're going to have to sign him to that contract that you say you weren't going to sign him to a contract
Well, maybe
for.
he realizes his value isn't there, and now he just wants to go to an actual contender.
Well, then you better take a discount because the Eagles said they're not going to pay
Yeah.
what he wants.
What does he want that he can't get a deal or a trade done with anybody?
Well, it must be top 5 or 10 money.
He's 30. You got to be realistic, too.
Well, he views it as his last chance to cash in.
I mean, yeah, I get that. I love Reddick, too. And he's from the area, but you got to be realistic.
Well, he's going to have to find a team that has a lot of cap room, and there are some teams out there that still do.
Well, play for a bottom dweller then, I guess.
You know who actually still has a lot of cap room is the 49ers.
Just you don't put that on us, Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little worried on that one.
So they bring in Hassan Reddick, sign him to top 5 money, but then won't sign Brandon Aiyuk.
Yeah. Trade Aiyuk. Let's knock out 2 birds with 1 stone here. Trade Aiyuk
for Hassan Reddick straight up. Who says no?
Yeah. There you go. Solve 2 birds with 1 stone.
How to destroy 2 franchises in 1 football season.
All right. So there you go.
Man.
Crazy drama happening there. Let's get to another bit of football news here. Personal here in the city of brotherly love. And that is, of course, the Super Bowl MVP himself, BDN Nick Foles, officially announcing his retirement from the NFL. He will sign a 1-day contract to retire as an Eagle. I think they're going to honor him week 2, which is the Eagles' home opener against the Falcons.
Nice.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's had a hell of a career.
Yeah. Oh, a weird one. He bounced around to a bunch of different teams.
But he always had his best moments in Philly, it seems like.
His best moments in Philly, notably as a backup in Philly. I mean, I've never seen a guy who was more clutch at the backup quarterback position. He won a Super Bowl as the backup quarterback.
And damn near got us to a second one, too.
Yeah. Man, I really liked Foles. There was a point in time where I was like, I think Foles could be... at one point I was like, Foles is going to be the future quarterback of the Eagles, because didn't he have that 27-2 season?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And I was like, there's fluky, but I always said 27-2 is not fluky. Like that's a huge touchdown. I'm talking about touchdown to interception ratio.
Right.
Like you don't fluke into numbers like that.
Yep.
So
he had one game where he threw 7 touchdowns.
Yeah. So I always thought that he was talented. Clearly, he won a Super Bowl, out gunslinged Tom Brady. But for whatever reason, he couldn't find the consistency to be that type of starter. Yeah,
but, I mean, he never found franchise quarterback success. He was always second string, it always seemed like.
Now, that being said, he's got a friggin' statue outside the link.
Yes.
So, it's all good.
Yeah. Do you think he inadvertently killed Carson Wentz's career?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think it's wild because, you play the what if game, right? And you look at all the different branches of the multiverse. And, like, if that had been any other backup quarterback, like, I don't know, maybe we're still sitting with Carson Wentz here, like a perpetual 9-8 team, maybe.
Or what happens if Carson Wentz didn't get hurt?
Yeah.
Would Carson Wentz still be a franchise quarterback?
Well, we might not win that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't know. He was playing lights out, but, like, clearly there was something just underneath the surface that was ready to crack. Maybe that comes out in the Super Bowl. I don't know. Like, there's so many weird, alternate realities. But I think inadvertently, maybe watching Nick Foles' success and watching the city embrace him kind of bothered Wentz a little bit.
Yeah, I think it did, absolutely. Got in his head.
Yeah.
Because he never was the same quarterback after that.
How do you go to work every day and you see
your backup?
The statue of your backup outside of your home stadium.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's a cool statue, but maybe the Eagles should have waited a year or two to, like,
Well, wasn't it like Miller Lite got it done for him or something?
I don't even know.
Yeah, like it was a beer.
Did you ever get your free 6-pack?
No.
I signed up for that. You had to buy a 6-pack, and then they were going to rebate you. And I didn't realize that you had to like submit something formally in writing, and they'd like send you $7.
You gotta get your blood oath.
Yeah, so I just
I will forever drink Miller Lite.
so I just ended up with a crappy 6-pack.
Yeah, sorry about
whatever,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
that was like 7 years ago.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, we are definitely some years removed from that.
Yeah.
But hey, now we're looking forward to an optimistic season coming up.
Oh yeah.
With this Eagle squad.
I'm feeling positive, man. I'm feeling positive.
All right. Well, I'm sure as the weeks continue on, we'll
I will
give
be
you
less positive.
Yeah, either that or we'll give you some predictions. And oh man, I can't wait for like Fantastic Four. Like
I know.
I'm feeling the energy now. It's starting to come to me that like football's around the corner.
I can't wait to like every
dive in
every episode after a game, just like get into the nitty gritty and either sing our praises or just like let out that frustration.
Yeah, so
it's the best. It really is the best.
Yep, and we'll give you our Fantastic Four picks. I'll have betting advice. It's like those things. I can't wait. I can't wait to get back into the nitty gritty of stats and storylines.
It's the best. It's the best sport. It's the best sport.
It's coming up very soon. But right now we got to take a break and leave the sports world. But don't go anywhere because we still got the entertainment entree coming your way, and then the non-fortune cookie odd news as well. Don't go anywhere. This is the Crispy Noodle Podcast. We'll be right back.
Ready for the weekend? Happy Friday. Hi, my name's Marie, and I'm an artist who's been making Happy Friday doodles every week for over 7 years. And now you can own my art collection in this Volume 1 and Volume 2 art series. These doodles span across multiple themes, yearly festivities, various countries, languages, and more. Both coffee table books have something for everyone and are the perfect conversation starter or gift for a friend. Really, anyone who enjoys a good weekend. Available on Amazon, Ingram, BookBaby,
Barnes & Noble,
and more. Visit happyfridaydoodles.com/books and get your copies today. Let's celebrate the best day of the week. Happy Friday.
Oh, yeah, we're back here on the Crispy Noodle Podcast. We're jumping right back into the show because we do have a couple of actually sad announcements to make to some of our favorite things that we know about. I was definitely a little saddened to hear the news that one of our favorite clips that has been a part of this show this past year, the clip that we regularly play during the break, which is Democracy Manifest. The man behind that legendary video, we learned passed away last week. His real name is Jack Carlson, and he made quite a stir the past year or two with having his famous video Democracy Manifest going viral. For those who don't know, if you don't know and you just randomly follow the show, I guess you just saw like a random guy getting arrested in the middle of our show every week. But the story behind it is that this guy Jack Carlson was a criminal. But he was kind of, the
way you put that, he was a criminal.
Yeah, he was doing like kind of like credit card scams. Like he was a criminal, but like he wasn't doing anything like crazy.
He wasn't a violent criminal. He was like petty
or like world renowned.
Yeah.
But for some reason, the Australia newspapers and media, when they heard that he was going to get busted, they thought he was. They thought he was like this world-renowned criminal. They thought this was going to make international news. So they followed the police.
Oh my God.
Where the police were gonna bust him after he ate his lunch. They were gonna come in and arrest him. And there's like 3 cameras going off, just rolling at this guy who's eating lunch, and he says it in the clip, a succulent Chinese meal. And there's like 3 cameras rolling, and
and he's not some kind of like big notorious criminal. He's just
he's
just a dude swiping credit card numbers.
Yeah, he's just run of the mill local criminal guy.
Yeah, not like an international mastermind.
Right. But to his credit, he saw the 3 cameras filming him, and he decided to ham it up and create one of the most iconic things that we've ever seen in sound clip and internet meme history. So as a result, I want to play this especially for everyone who doesn't know the legend of Democracy Manifest. Here he is, Jack Harlow in his all of his glory here.
Just a moment, you just assured me that I could speak.
Sit down inside the car. We're not assuring anything. We're under arrest.
Look, I'm under what?
Come on.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before.
Get some cups.
Why did you do this to me?
Hop in the car. Get some cups.
For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo well. Good one. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? Now, get your hands off me. Ta-ta and farewell.
Ta-ta and farewell.
There's so many great lines.
Oh, I love every bit of that clip.
It always cracks me up. I don't know why, because it's so vulgar, but when he looks at the one person, he goes, "And you, are you ready to receive my limp penis?" It's just so weirdly formal and vulgar.
Just ham it up for the cameras.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That was something else.
And a succulent Chinese meal.
Succulent Chinese meal?
It must have been a really good Chinese meal.
I don't think I've ever described a meal as succult.
Well, you're missing out then. You got to have
missing out on those
succulent Chinese meal.
Succulent Chinese meals, yeah.
Yeah. I've loved this clip so much, and I hope I think you have too, Mike.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
But whether or not he has or not, I've already deemed that this clip goes into our rafters, our Hall of Fame. You don't see it here on the podcast, but we have rafters.
Rafters with so many Hall of Fame banners.
And one of the Hall of Fame banners here in the Crispy Noodle headquarters is Democracy Manifest. That goes up into the sky for a legend for our future kids and generations to understand and watch.
I think you know that it's a noteworthy and Hall of Fame worthy clip by the fact that it has a specific title.
Yes.
Like a lot of these clips are like, oh, remember the clip of like the Spanish horse, neighing, or like some of the other random ones that don't really have a name. It's a title, Democracy Manifest.
Yes. Either you know it or you don't. It's
right.
the Democracy
I
Manifest.
think in internet memedom, when something acquires a specific name like Sweet Brown or like the Badger Song, Democracy Manifest, if it's surpassed a certain level of fame.
Yeah. So Sweet Brown should be up there too.
Sweet
That's
Brown's
a good
up
one.
there. Sweet Brown's up there. Oh man, now we're gonna do.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
There you go, Sweet Brown. Yeah.
Leroy Jenkins.
Oh, yeah, another one.
Classic.
Yep.
Do this. Leroy Jenkins.
Oh my God, he just ran in.
I always love that part at the end.
Oh my God, he just ran
Oh my
in.
God, he doesn't want to end.
I like the very, very end of it that never gets played, where he goes, "At least I got a chicken sandwich."
Yeah, I got some chicken. Yeah. So that
many.
goes up in the rafters
Oh,
here
yeah.
at the Crispy
Oh, yeah.
Noodle headquarters. We got rafters up here. We're gonna
Absolutely.
have banners. They're gonna Those are
It's
and,
the pantheon of sound bites.
Yeah, and Democracy Manifest, as far as I'm concerned, is up there.
Yep.
It is
Newest
Hall
edition.
of Fame.
Newest edition.
Yeah. So I'm glad you're with me on that, Mike.
100%.
Yes. So Jack Carlson, we give you a formal salute and rest in peace, and thank you for giving us just
Endless.
one of the best clips I've ever seen.
Endless hilarity. I hope that he went out doing his favorite thing, which was eating a succulent Chinese meal.
I hope he had one more,
Yeah.
one more before the road.
Yep.
You know. So there you go there. And then on your end, Mike, I know
Yeah.
you have actually some sad news as well.
Yeah, this was kind of upsetting. So for those of you from the tri-state area, maybe you guys are familiar with Ocean City, New
This
Jersey.
is like Sad Corner or something.
Is this sad corner? I know.
Sorry, everyone.
No,
Yeah.
it's okay, but it's also time for celebration. And one of the things that I love celebrating is down in Ocean City, New Jersey. One of I think it's a landmark
Yeah.
of the city is Gillian's Wonderland Pier. I mean,
Yeah.
you see
I mean-
that castle facade. I mean,
You see the castle facade. You see the blocks going that
Yep.
say Wonderland.
Yep. I mean,
Yeah.
it's an icon there on its 6th Street.
It's literally an anchor.
Yeah.
It's an anchor.
It's the start of the
boardwalk.
entertainment section of the boardwalk. And sadly, they did announce that they are officially closing after 90 years,
Wow.
90 plus years in operation. And
90.
I saw that, and the first thing that I thought of was, because I was just down there, I said, damn, I got sick when I was down the shore. I didn't
Yeah.
even get a chance to go one
that was
last
the start.
time.
That was the start of your COVID misadventures.
Yeah. I was so sad when I saw that and was like, damn, I didn't even get like one last time. But there's so many memories there. I don't even know that I needed one last time because there's so many memories from going there. That's where my family has always vacationed, like every single year, and that was the amusement pier we went to. Castaway Cove ain't nothing. You know, for us, it was always Gillian's Wonderland Pier. So, I mean, just decades of memories. And I don't know what they're going to do with the space because they had to sell the property. So, I guess the family or the people who owned it don't really own the physical space. So, I don't know if whoever bought it is going to keep it running or, you know, turn it into, I don't know what they would turn it into. It's a massive area there.
Yeah, I don't
You know?
Maybe just.
I hope they don't demolish and just build more homes.
Yeah, that could be a possibility. I hate to say it, because everyone wants a shore house.
Build like a giant ass apartment complex or like or hotel,
Yeah.
something like that. I hope they keep it as an amusement pier because there's only one amusement pier in Ocean City if they get rid of Gillian's.
Yeah.
And it's Castaway Cove.
Yeah.
I think you need at least 2, right?
Yeah, well,
my-
I
in
don't
my
know. I think there's changes are coming, unfortunately.
Yeah. Now you were never a ride person, Rich.
No, I'm not.
But I mean, you did frequent Ocean City, New Jersey back in the day.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, it's an
It's
iconic
weird.
landmark.
I don't know if this is true.
What?
Maybe someone can correct me on this, but it seems like different counties went to different shore cities. I feel
Oh.
like Montgomery County went to Ocean City. I feel like Delco people went to Sea Isle, and I feel like kind of the mainline people went to like Avalon. Doesn't it kind of work out like that?
I think that I think so. Yeah. I mean, like most of the people, I don't know.
Because
maybe-
like Rachel's from Delco. All of her family went to Sea Isle. They never went to Ocean City.
really,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Because now Rachel likes to go to Delaware, right? The Delaware beaches nowadays.
Now because her sister. Now we go to Rehoboth now
Okay.
because her,
because
her sister lives down
Jordan, she grew up
But-
on the main line. She went to Delaware beaches. So I was wondering maybe if that was like a Chester County
okay,
thing.
maybe.
I don't know, but so I don't know.
No, I don't know. I think there might be something to this. I feel like if you're from a certain area of Philadelphia, you go to a certain shore.
Maybe.
I almost slapped my soundboard.
Don't slap the soundboard.
Yeah.
No. It's not at all what you think.
So that's what they're calling it these days.
That's
Huh?
what, slapping the soundboard. Kind of sounds are you making?
Yeah.
No. I think Ocean City. I'm just gonna say it. I don't care. I'm a homer. I think Ocean City, New Jersey, is the best that the Jersey Shore has to offer. I think
There's a lot of good spots in Ocean City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people give
I
it.
haven't been down there in forever.
Oh man, you should
Gi-
make just a day
I
trip.
love Jilly's Arcade.
Jilly's Arcade.
Your
yep.
your Manco Pizza.
Oh yeah.
Uncle Bill's Pancake House.
so good.
Oh yeah, I miss all those.
I have like the places that I always have to hit. And it's like Monkey Bread, Uncle Bill's, Manco. I do the Crazy Susan's cookies, the donuts down at O's. I mean, there's
Yeah.
just so many like
Ugh.
Jilly's Arcade, so many good spots. But also it's just like a nice, fun, relatively clean ocean, town. People give it a lot of crap for being a dry city, but like Circle Liquor's right there across the 9th Street Bridge.
Oh, that's too far.
Apparently. Just do what we do. Fill an entire trunk. Oh, we got to drive 10 minutes.
What are we going to do?
I don't know. My family's never had a problem. We stop at Circle Liquor. We fill up an entire
Sorry,
trunk.
I just scared your parents in the other room. I'm sorry.
They're elderly, Rich.
Sorry.
They can't take it.
I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
Everything's okay. We're all okay.
We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you? So, anyway,
but that's the type of panic that people have. Having to drive across the bridge to get their booze.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, 2 sad pieces of news that we had to definitely acknowledge here on the Crispy Noodle podcast. Very important in both of our both of our lives.
2 big things, yeah.
Yeah. So, there you go. Yeah, I feel bad that those 2 things are going away.
Yeah, but
I love Mr. Democracy Manifest.
I love Democracy Manifest. I love Gillian's Wonderland Pure, but I also love, instead of looking backwards, looking forwards to what might be happening in entertainment coming up.
Yes. So, actually, first, let's officially get into entertainment entree territory.
Oh, yeah.
And now, the latest in movies.
The Simpson guy writes to movies. Dear Die Hard, you rock. Especially when that guy was on the roof.
Music.
I know what that is. That's music.
Video games.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Celebrities.
You really know Warren Beatty? Yes, I do. I took a leak next to him once at the Golden Globes.
And more.
You were the all-singing, all-dancing crap of the world.
This is the entertainment entree.
All right, there we go. I know, Mike. We didn't officially launch into it, so I pulled you there.
I got so distracted by all the discussion, I completely forgot that we weren't even in the segment.
Not officially, but
Okay.
now we are.
We're here now.
So
we arrived.
Are you ready now?
I am. I think. Ready.
All right, then here we go. Time for Mike's This Week in Entertainment. All right, Mikey, what should the people keep an eye out for this upcoming weekend?
All right, this week, go check out Dee Dee. Hitting theaters this week, it's a new coming-of-age dramedy about a Taiwanese-American 13-year-old boy who is enjoying his last summer before high school, where he learns all the things his family can't teach him: how to skate, how to flirt, and how to love his mom. Critics are viewing it very favorably, calling it poignant, playful, and relatable or nostalgic. It's got pretty good reviews so far, a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes with above average ratings. So if you're looking for a little bit of nostalgic coming of age type of comedy, go check out Dee Dee. That's hitting theaters this week. In television, Bad Monkey is a new dramedy coming to Apple TV Plus. Love the name, as Vince Vaughn stars as a former Miami cop turned health inspector who's pulled into a case after a tourist finds a severed arm while fishing. Critics are generally enjoying it, with it earning a 75% on Metacritic, but I'm really looking forward to Chimp Crazy.
Oh my gosh.
The next docuseries from Tiger King creator, premiering on HBO and Max, featuring, you guessed it, chimps.
All right.
It follows the self-described, quote-unquote, Dolly Parton of chimps and promises plenty of twists.
Okay.
Chimpanzees are violent.
Yeah. I don't know. Is this going to have too much vibes to Tiger King? Because I don't know if that's going to work.
I don't know. They do have to separate themselves somehow, I think. I might check out the first episode.
Okay.
Anyway, finally in video games, Madden NFL 25 hits all major consoles this week, continuing the football theme. Even EA Sports and video gamers out there are getting ready for the football season.
Yeah, there you go. That's part of the reasons why I'm getting excited.
Yeah, you said you were thinking about picking up the latest edition. Are you excited to try out a new version of the game? Maybe try out the new kickoff rules yourself?
Maybe, yeah. I haven't had a Madden game in quite some time.
It's been a long while for me, yeah.
Yeah, so I might pull the trigger on this one.
Yeah, man, go for it, definitely. But that's what we are looking forward to this week in entertainment.
Can I jump back to Tiger King for a second? The
docuseries
thing?
Sure.
Because I'm going to tell you this: in my opinion, out of the documentaries that I've seen, the thing that I think is the successor, if you like Tiger King, the one I think is the successor is Ren Fair.
Oh, that's right.
That one felt like it had Tiger King vibes, but it was its own story.
Okay.
That one, I think, if you're looking for like a sequel to Tiger King, look for Ren Fair, the documentary.
I love
because that one was weird.
I love the weird off the walls kind of vibe of Tiger King. So if you're telling me that the Ren Fair one is similar,
there's a lot of similar themes.
Okay.
Just like weird characters. You almost can't believe that these are real people. You're like, what?
That's exactly what I thought the entire time watching Tiger King. I'm like, this has got to be made up. Like, there's no way.
Right.
Okay.
But
Ren Fair, same thing?
Ren Fair, yeah, I had the same feelings on.
All right. I got to check out Ren Fair and Chimp Crazy. And I love documentaries and weird stuff like that. Big fan.
All right.
Anyway,
let's jump into the main topic that we have for entertainment entree, and that is D23, Disney launching the future here at this expo.
It is the future, yes. D23 is the fan expo. It wrapped up this past week, and there were some major reveals and announcements and teases for all Disney fans. Let's get one of the previously known ones off the list first. A new Agatha trailer dropped. Does it do anything more to sell you on this show? I know I was a little bit lukewarm on it, but you were a little bit more positive on it, I think.
I'm going to give it a shot.
You're like more than 50-50?
Yeah, I'm going to give it a shot. I like the fact that they're kind of trying to time this with Halloween.
Yeah,
I think that's a good call.
It is nice to have something Marvel to watch that is thematic with that time of year.
Yep, and I know Rachel is big into Halloween, so I think this is right up her alley. I think we're definitely going to check this one out.
Yeah, I mean, the new trailer definitely did a little bit more for me. I'm still a little confused as to why they felt the need to make this in particular. But I'm a sucker for everything Marvel, so I will end up watching it at some point.
I do hope that there is some tie-in to whatever is going to be the theme for Phase 5.
Yeah.
I hope it's not just a standalone show.
I'm kind of torn. I'm like, I kind of feel like I want it to be a standalone show because I don't understand how they could tie it in. Like, I think they are going to make it a way to bring back Wanda.
Yeah.
But what does that matter with where, like, Phase 4 was so chaotic. Like, I've completely lost the thread. And, like, what is Phase 5 even going to be? Like, how do they start to, like, bring this back around? I don't see how this helps that maneuvering. I mean, do you have any theories?
I mean, I think they bring back Wanda and, maybe something else has to do with Doctor Strange because, it is magic.
That's true. We haven't seen Doctor Strange since... Whenever the second movie... No, Spider-Man.
Multiverse of Madness.
No, didn't Spider-Man come out after that?
No, I think Multiverse of Madness was after Spider-Man.
Multiverse of Madness was after Spider-Man?
I think so.
Oh, man.
So, I think he could make an appearance,
I mean, if they do really go that route, that could be a compelling reason to watch it for me, to bring Wanda and Doctor Strange back. Because they were two of my favorite characters that were introduced later.
Well, I mean, Doctor Strange is around.
Yeah,
he's gonna be the focal. He's gonna be the focal Avenger.
Yeah, but like we have to start bringing him back into the fold then.
Well, then this might be an avenue to make an appearance.
Yeah. So there you go, Agatha with a new trailer. Go check it out. It's quickly approaching, so get ready for that. I think it's September. Let's see if I can find it now. I lost it. September 18th.
There you go. Perfect.
So right around the corner.
Perfect for getting the weather cooler and. That's what I want. I want cooler weather. I want football. Come on. Let's do it. I'm ready. Yeah. I've had enough of this summer.
I'm ready. It's time for spooky season.
Yeah.
Let's go. But what's not spooky is new Star Wars news. I'm going to jump around here a little bit and jump to Mandalorian and Grogu. Footage was shown at D23. They didn't show it to online audiences, so there's no trailer out there. But this is exciting because this is the first movie since Rise of Skywalker. Like, is this exciting for you that we're finally getting, there's serious steps being taken towards a new movie, or are you just completely Like,
well, no, I love Mandalorian, so I mean, I'm gung ho about more Mandalorian. I am interested to see though how they're going to try and tie this in with the era that they're in.
Yeah, so this is in the kind of the bridge between what they call the Imperial Remnant and the New Republic film that's coming out. So this is taking place between 6 and 7?
Yeah, this would be in between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens.
Yeah. And there's not a lot of information about that era in Star Wars.
Not in post
canon.
Disney. Yeah, not in post Disney canon. No.
Yeah. So are you excited to see, I love the fact that this is going to be a different vibe than what we've gotten used to in Star Wars. We always talk about how there needs to be more focus on like the Force and things like that, but the Mandalorian always did a good job of kind of, making it feel like Star Wars, but making it feel different enough in important ways.
Yeah.
Like Solo was an example of a bad non-Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Whereas Mandalorian is an example of a good non-Star Wars show. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's basically a Western. It's basically a space Western.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it has just enough things to be Star Warsy, but it's not too much Star Wars, and it's not enough Star Wars either. They got that balance just right in Mandalorian.
Yeah. I'm excited to see a movie featuring Mandalorian and Grogu. I'm curious about like what big thing could possibly happen, or for them to get involved in that requires like a full big screen adaptation.
Yeah.
It's like they're kind of like Forrest Gumping their way through the Star Wars universe with like Ahsoka Tano, and like Luke Skywalker made an appearance, and like like they're just kind of like involved in everything. Like, is that a little like, and like the Boba Fett thing where like he's like taking over like the cartel or whatever on Tatooine. Like they're just like kind of like in everything. Like, is that implausible? Like, does that work in the big screen format, or are people just going to be like, how overly convenient is that? Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit of each, but I mean, right now, I don't think really the only in terms of that storyline in that era, I think the only misfire has been Boba Fett.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Boba Fett,
and I mean, to a degree, Ahsoka was kind of.
I hate to admit it, but yeah,
Ahsoka. The problem with Ahsoka is you have to have watched Rebels to know what was going on.
Yeah, and I did not, unfortunately.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, looking forward to new Star Wars coming up. I'm definitely interested in that, and we'll see how well they do it, how well they pull it off.
Definitely. There's another big Star Wars property though that was teased.
Yes.
You're skipping over the big news.
You jumped all around on me.
I know, I did jump around. See, you jumped around on me earlier, and I jumped around on you. But this is important. You gotta get to this. Skeleton Crew.
Yes.
The new live action Star Wars series.
I heard someone called Star Wars Goonies, and that is the trailer.
I literally just said that. I watched the trailer before you came over tonight, and I turned to Jordan and I go, "It's giving Goonies in space."
Yeah, it's Star Wars Goonies.
And I didn't know I wanted this until I saw the trailer, and then I was like, "I'm sold."
There you go.
I want to see
You're
it.
in.
I'm in. How do you feel?
I hope it's as good as the Goonies, but
Oh, you sound a little bit more chilled on the.
I mean,
is it because
it could work?
Is it because that's not what Star Wars is? Like, they've never done. When I was watching it, I was like, "This is cool." Like, we've never seen children. Like, no, I mean, we haven't. Other than the ones that get slaughtered, we haven't seen like Star Wars Suburbia.
Yeah, suburban.
Like that was like I was watching the show. I was like, "What am I like? What is this Stepford Housewives like little galactic community?" Like it was.
There's never been micro.
Like
a focus on the micro community that exists in the Star Wars universe.
I'm kind of excited to see that.
Yeah,
and there's also a little bit of Force power.
Right.
They had that tease in the trailer. Who is this guy? Like, do you have any idea?
No.
Like. He's just some random new Jedi.
As far as
supposedly a Jedi. We don't know.
Right, we don't know. So I don't know. But
I'm excited for Goonies in space. I like it.
It could be good, but
Oh man, you're not sold. I'm picking up on the hesitancy.
A little bit, yeah. Because I mean, again, do we? There's another one of those things. Do we need this? I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I know. It's like, how's it going to fit in? Like, what are these group of 12-year-olds going to do?
Yeah.
When there's a huge galactic civil war, like.
They're going to die.
The answer to my question is the coming of age, the age ends at 13.
Yeah. I mean, if that's the timeline that they're in, yeah, they get screwed.
Oh, boy. It's not looking good for the Space Goonies, but
we'll see.
We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see what their story entails. But there you go. Star Wars news and everything that we need to review there in the world of entertainment. So let's move right along to our third and final portion of the show, the non-fortune cookie odd news.
We've been talking about cool and its ramifications and how it applies to the hip scene. But maybe you could give us some examples now of the opposite of cool, uncool. Just exactly what is uncool?
My nipples look like milk duds.
Holy shnikes.
It's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news.
It's not of this world. I don't know exactly what it is or what it's doing, but this is not human intelligence, okay? It's not human intelligence we're facing!
How you doing? Me? I'm doing great.
Manda basata. I don't make this stuff up.
I'll take a pound of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts! That'll be $4, baby! You want fries with that?
I seen the celery dance across the baseball fields.
You had me at meat tornado.
No, go past this part. In fact, never play this again.
Okay. What does that mean?
And now it's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news.
So sit back, get everything you need to get from the kitchen. Be sure and empty the bladders, go to the bathroom, because you're in for a hell of a ride.
Woo! Odd news.
That's right, everyone. It's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news here in this segment. Rich researches the news, he reads the news, and I react to the news. He finds a weird and wacky story and keeps it hidden from me, which ensures that all of my reactions are my genuine gut reactions to hearing this story for the very first time. I don't know what's about to happen. You guys don't know what's about to happen. And even Rich doesn't know what's about to happen because these stories always take us down wacky and wild paths. And I'm ready to get started. Where are we heading to?
Going to South Carolina in this one.
South Carolina. Never slap. Damn, I messed it up. Never slap a man when he's chewing tobacco. Isn't that
yeah. Oh,
what's
man,
his
I
name?
miss House of Cards. Francis Underwood. Yeah.
That show was really good for like 2.5 seasons. Anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it doesn't get better than the season 2 finale of House of Cards.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know. It just...
Yeah. But it was a good show.
It was a good show while it lasted, yeah.
Yep.
Anyway,
South
what's
Carolina.
Francis Underwood doing in South Carolina?
Well, no, this is not Francis Underwood.
Francis Overwood.
What a parody.
I'm just batting 1,000.
You're hitting the bangers over there.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So we're going to talk about this story in South Carolina. There was a wild domestic brawl that started because somebody did not season the chicken.
Oh no!
How dare you? Yes.
So,
for the love of God, season your food.
You gotta season the food.
This is what happens when you don't season your food.
And season it well. I don't want to see a little tiny sprinkle of salt and a dash of pepper. I want to see a big chef's pinch. Like I want like a fistful.
My rule of thumb is if you can't see the seasoning, there's not enough.
There's a guy I follow on TikTok called Alden. Don't know his full name, but he says he cooks Cajun food. He goes, if you ain't sneezing, it ain't seasoned.
Whoa.
And I'm like,
that's a good one.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you need to have a good sneeze.
Let me tell you, I know what it means to sneeze when you're cooking. One time I tried to saute habanero peppers. That was not a good idea.
You took that advice way too literally.
Oh, I was sneezing, I was crying, I was sweating, I was running. But that food tasted good.
Yeah. So, yeah, make sure you season your food, folks, or else something like this is going to happen.
So when they say it wasn't seasoned, are we talking completely pale chicken, or was it just like seasoned poorly?
I'm going to go with it wasn't seasoned because this is ridiculous.
It's just like a boiled chicken breast, nothing on it.
I think so. Look, I got to go through this line by line. This is this is one of the wackiest play-by-plays ever, according to this police report.
Okay.
So first off, this happened last Sunday in Georgetown, which is 40 miles south of Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
Cops say that 27-year-old Anthony Harper was preparing chicken when his sister, 25-year-old Hope Harper, and another person questioned him about not seasoning the food.
Okay.
Hope said, "You're not going to season? You're not human. You're a dumb dog."
Wow.
Bam!
Yikes.
Hope! Yeah, there you
Whoa.
go. Oh. Yeah.
That is...
You don't mess around with no seasoning on a chicken. You better season that MFer.
Now, hold on. I agree. But that really escalated quickly. You went from, did you season? You're a dumb dog.
You are a dumb dog.
That's aggressive. Hope.
I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one.
It's two clips that give the same energy.
Yes.
So how did this person respond to being called a dumb dog? I assume not well.
No. That's when they started yelling at each other, and a fight broke out here. That's when Hope and Anthony started scratching each other.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, this isn't just like a play fight or something.
They're like ripping flesh off.
They are now scratching already.
Ow.
So, yeah. Woof. little cat fight action happening right now.
Rare.
All right. Then a third Harper sibling, which has no name here, jumped into the fight.
Oh my god!
How dare you! Here we go. It's just
that's actual audio.
Yeah, this guy's like flying off the top rope into this.
I just love how this third person's just unnamed, just this mystery assailant.
Yeah.
So did this person jump into the fray on the side of seasoning or no seasoning?
Doesn't say.
This is important. Did this person turn the tide of battle?
No. But I just like the way it's described that he jumped. I'm gonna imagine that
He,
he
like,
actually
launched
he,
in.
I'm gonna imagine like he took a step on a chair and like just jumped. Like
He jumped off the top rope.
Yeah.
You know?
So there you go. That's happening.
All this over unseasoned chicken. Wow.
So, all right. Yeah, this is where it gets interesting.
Okay.
So now the three of them are going.
They're brawling.
Yeah.
Around this unseasoned chicken breast.
Then a different man, a 26-year-old man, is outside of the kitchen, like kind of like what you have, I guess. Like he's outside the kitchen door,
right?
Sees what is happening, and fires his 9mm handgun into the sky.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Is this like the southern version of like spraying a hose on two dogs?
No, I'm gonna fucking kill you, motherfucker, old style.
Fires.
There was a firefight. He's literally doing Boondock Saints.
He's just outside the kitchen, just bang, 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 bang. Oh my god.
Yeah. So he's now just firing rounds.
Just firing rounds into the sky, into the heavens. Did the three stop fighting, or did they just like continue brawling?
No, this failed. So imagine this scene right now. We've got a triple threat three-way match happening right here. There's a guy
just standing outside, just bang, 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 bang.
Shooting his 9mm.
Did he try to like get in there and be like, "Hey, stop fighting," or did he just start shooting without saying anything?
I think he might have just started shooting.
And meanwhile, the chicken breast is just like sitting there.
Yeah, everyone forgot about the chicken breast at this point. Okay, so the weapons discharge did not have the desired effect. Then Hope heard the gunshots and went to grab a knife.
You're bringing a gun, I'm gonna grab my knife.
No, I'm gonna fucking kill you, motherfucker, old style.
Old style, literally old style. I'm gonna get a knife.
What in the world?
And began chasing Anthony around the house.
So Anthony is the one who didn't season the chicken?
Correct.
Okay. All right.
But now he's on the run for his
Now
life.
he's on the run.
Because now there's a knife fight.
Now the guy outside the kitchen is like, damn, I shouldn't have wasted all my ammo.
Yeah. Now there's a knife fight happening.
No, I'm gonna fucking kill you, motherfucker, old style.
This is supposed to be like, what, a cookout?
Yeah. I guess.
Instead of turned into the Hunger Games?
Yeah. At this point, the brother then started screaming out the windows, "She's going to kill me!"
Oh my God.
No, I'm gonna fucking kill you, motherfucker, old style.
Then the three siblings' grandmother came out and started waving a broom to try and shoo them out the house.
Oh my God. If you're going to kill each other, do it outside the house. That's such a grandma thing to do.
I don't want blood on my furniture.
No, right, yeah.
You do that stuff outside.
Get out, shoo.
I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one.
That is...
We're not done yet.
Oh my God. Okay, so we got somebody shooting guns. We got grandma.
Recap everything that's happening right now.
This is like, you know, what those British comedies where it plays the
Benny Hill, yeah.
Benny Hill, yeah. You got the guy with the chicken, the girl following him with the knife, the grandma chasing her with the broom, the guy outside shooting the guns.
You forgot the third
sibling
that was like doing an elbow drop off the top rope. He's just flying everywhere.
They're all running in and out between the doors.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right.
So there's more.
Yes.
Does what is this? A sixth participant enter the fray now?
No, but at this point now, Anthony realizing that he could die in this situation if he gets stabbed.
Well, yeah, because there's guns, knives, and brooms.
He then decided to find a can of Raid ant spray.
Oh my God.
And spray Hope in the face.
Oh my God, that's probably the worst thing that's happened.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure you should not have that in your face.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But again, in just things that don't make sense, I think it just made her stronger because she was able to punch Anthony and take the can of Raid out of his hand and spray him with the Raid.
No, I'm gonna fucking kill you, motherfucker, old style.
She's not a Christian!
Help my issue, my ultimate force!
I just see her like completely, her eyes like puffing up and watering, but like the vein in her head is just like never been bigger. She just absolutely hulks out.
She turned into She-Hulk.
Just smashes. Oh my God.
Finally.
What is this calamitous series of events?
Yes. And finally, at this point, cops arrived on the scene to break up the crazy scene.
And they get their broom out. And they start chasing the grandmother.
I got the broom.
Oh my God.
The official police broom.
The official police broom. So, did they ever eat the chicken or
no?
No,
I don't think so at this point. Now, I mean, you got.
I really want to know, like, how the chicken was or wasn't seasoned.
You got shell casings over by the door. You've got Raid sprayed everywhere. A broom is out.
The cops have no idea what they're walking into. They're approaching this house. There's gunfire. There's shrieking. There's people running back and forth. They're like, "Oh my God, this is going to be bad." This is just three dumb siblings being idiots.
And the mystery man
out
the corner shooting his gun.
What? Was he invited?
He's Detective Smecker just shooting the gun in the sky.
Wait, was he part of the event? Or did he just wander by?
I don't know. He is just in this police report as he's shooting a gun.
Because it's the three siblings and the grandma.
Yeah, that's all established.
But then this other person outside the kitchen.
He's shooting his gun.
He's not involved at all, is he?
He might not be. I don't know.
He's just a random passerby.
And the police didn't follow up with him. You would think somebody shooting a loaded gun. You know, you might want to ask him some questions.
I think he's a random passerby.
Yeah, they didn't.
What was his name? Does he have a name?
No, he doesn't have a name. They didn't get a name on the police report.
Excuse me, that's the weirdest part of the story.
Are you sure? Not the fact that this all started over unseasoned chicken.
Well, okay, that's the weirdest part. The inciting incident is definitely weird, but they're having like a family feud, and here comes a random man walking down the sidewalk like, huh, that looks interesting. Bang, 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 bang.
I know how to break this up.
I know how to break this up.
A firearm.
I really like to imagine it was just a random person walking down the street that decided to just...
You might be right, because there is no name on the police report who this mystery guy is.
Absolutely wild.
Yeah.
I really want to see a picture of the chicken, though. I'm sad they didn't get a picture because,
no.
like, I want to know just how underseasoned it was.
It must have not been. It must have been no seasoning.
The only time you wouldn't season chicken is if you're going to shred it and put it into a chicken salad, but that's because you're combining it with other ingredients, which then season it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand, like, just plain unseasoned chicken.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's enough to cause this brouhaha here. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
What a scene.
Season your food, people.
This is what can happen if you don't season your food.
In the names of that guy on TikTok that I follow, if you ain't sneezing, it ain't seasoned.
All right, so now that the dust settles here...
Oh, it's not over. There's more.
Well, I mean, here's the aftermath.
Okay. Yeah, how did everybody get charged in all this? Did Grandma get locked up?
So the Harpers all had scratches on them.
Okay.
So they all have, quote, visible injuries, according to the police report.
2 of them are now blind from being sprayed in the face with Raid.
The siblings are going to press charges against each other.
So like a 3-way.
How do you even... Yeah, how does a judge even begin to
Wait, so the third person though didn't need to be involved in this.
No, he just jumped out of nowhere.
Like the other 2, they had a quarrel, but this third guy, he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to sue too." And they're like, "Bobby, you weren't even involved in this.
Yeah.
You involved yourself."
Yeah. You just...
If I were those siblings, the 2 people who were fighting should team up against the third.
Yeah,
because he's just trying to pile on at this point.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently the siblings are all going to press charges against each other, which I don't understand how that works.
Okay.
Anthony, though, he's... All right, so now Anthony and Hope, sorry. Anthony
is Rose?
Sorry, I made up that name. Anthony and Hope do actually have criminal charges.
Uh-oh.
Anthony is going to get charged with assault and battery.
Okay.
And Hope is going to get single assault and battery.
Okay.
What's the difference?
Wait, what?
Single assault? What's the difference between assault and battery versus single assault and battery?
Maybe.
Are you single? Is this some weird Tinder app?
Separate charges for dating people and single people? What if it...
Well, here in South Carolina, we're trying a new dating app, see? We're going to match up criminals.
Stababoo. Where criminals can find love, too.
Criminals deserve love.
That's right.
On Stababoo.
I don't know why I picked Stababoo.
Have you been arrested for single assault? Well, we got the app for you.
Try dating assault. That sounds bad.
Come on to Stababoo.
Stababoo. Maybe it's because
you have a felony? No problem. Come on to Stababoo.
You can select how many felonies you've been convicted of.
Do you like the dangerous side?
And
We've got arson.
You can set your filters and your search. I only want people who have 2 or more felonies, or 1 or fewer felonies.
I want fraud, no assault. Maybe a little bit of carjacking.
It's ooh, we're an 85% match. Oh, we've both been convicted of stabbings. Wow, amazing.
Wow, maybe I could get along with this guy.
I think that's the problem, is that a lot of people, it's a person who stabs and a person who doesn't stab. They need to find people who both stab.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's, they say
on
that
Stababoo.
Differences attract, but it's the similarities that keep you together.
So why don't you try it out on Stababoo?
On Stababoo.
Where'd you come up with that name, Stababoo?
I have no idea.
There you go.
I have no idea.
There you go. That's the app, Stababoo.
It's kind of got a little bounce to it.
Yeah.
Stababoo.
Right, it feels nice.
Yeah.
Try it out. Stababoo.
I'm copywriting that right now. Trademark, copyright, registered mark.
Yes.
It's official. Maybe this is so stupid. Maybe
Stababoo.
Sometimes it's just breathtaking how stupid we are. This is one of those moments. But maybe I'm thinking here. Maybe that the single assault versus regular assault is maybe it's because he assaulted.
Yep.
Maybe it's because he assaulted multiple people, but the single assault is only assault on one person.
But they were all in a 3-way brawl when the brother.
That's Stababoo Premium. I don't know.
Yeah,
How do you get single assault charge?
All right, so all of the Harpers were released on bond from the county jail on Tuesday. Wow, wait. So this happened Sunday. So they were in jail
that was
for
fast.
No, they were in jail for 2 days.
Yeah, but I mean they like caused a whole thingamajig. I feel like that's 2 days in prison in jail worth, you know?
Oh, and to answer your question, the grandmother's all right. She had no. I wonder if that's something like the police was like, oh, we gotta follow up on the grandma.
We gotta make sure grandma's all right. But she should have sued them for ruining her chicken dinner.
Yeah.
Were they like over there to cook her dinner? Like, what was like the pretext of this event?
I guess a family get together on Sunday.
And Anthony didn't season the chicken, so it just turned into a knife and raid brawl.
Yep. And some random guy shooting
some
his
random
9mm.
guy with a gun.
Yeah.
Don't bring a knife to a gunfight, but absolutely bring a can of Raid to a knife fight. I mean, think about it. Somebody comes out your knife and you're just like, psh, die.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, I wouldn't want to get stabbed either. I feel like the spray of Raid in the face, that's
dangerous.
Like, I mean, a stab.
You could go blind.
Yeah, like a stab wound is bad, but that Raid could you could survive a stab wound. That Raid, I feel like it could kill you, right?
Yeah.
It's poison.
Yeah, it's poison. But there you go. A true story out of South Carolina, man. When they fight, they're
not messing
around.
You gotta season your food.
Yeah, yeah. Learn the story, people. Yeah, season your food. If you can't see it, it's not seasoned enough.
Exactly.
So there you go. That's what I have for you in the odd news. I'm glad you liked the story as much as I did, because that play-by-play was just ridiculous.
It just kept getting weirder and weirder.
In that police report.
The amount of people involved, the reason for their involvement, the inciting incident of the whole story was just perfect. Chef's kiss, but not for the chicken, for the story.
No. The chicken does not get the chef's kiss, but the story, A+. So there you go. And my I don't know about you, my stomach kind of hurts from laughing very hard at that story.
I mean, that's the goal here, is to give everyone a good belly laugh, you know?
So on that note, I need to stop, and I think we need to wrap up this show, because I don't know if my stomach can handle another laugh. That was...
No more laughing, only serious.
Between the fact that we have a new dating app right there, Stababoo.
Stababoo.
That
was something else.
That was gold.
It was something.
And you can hear more kernels of gold here on the Crispy Noodle podcast if you check out all of our past episodes and everything that you like there. If you really do like us, make sure you follow us on all our social media. But most importantly, and if you enjoy the show, you have to subscribe to our podcast. 2 main ways to do it. First way to do it is on YouTube. Just go to our YouTube page, hit the subscribe button, and you'll get the video podcast sent right to your account. Or on Spotify. We put the video podcast up on Spotify, and you can watch us on Spotify, or you can listen to us as a traditional podcast with Spotify on in the background as an audio-only podcast as well. But also, you can take us on the go with you through Spotify using Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So you can literally take us on the go with you if you've got a road trip coming up, if you're going to Ocean City anytime soon, or any other vacation destination. If you're going to South Carolina to check out what's happening down there with this crazy family. Or
just make sure you bring seasoning for the chicken.
Yes, we need seasoning. So those are all the ways that you can subscribe to the Crispy Noodle podcast.
So many ways to check out the Crispy Noodle podcast. If you need to get in touch with us individually to share your sports, entertainment, or odd news stories, you can find us on X, formerly known as Twitter. I'm at Mikey Costanzo, MikeYCostanzo.
And I'm at Rich Liebig, RICHLEBIG. Find us there. That'll do it. This has been the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news. That'll do it. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys.
Later. Bye-bye, all you fine peoples. Good night.
Some of us have great stories, pretty stories that take place at lakes with boats and friends and noodle salad. A lot of people, that's their story. Good times, noodle salad.